this challenge probably gave me the most challenge, not for complexity of encounters, not for any mechanical trials to overcome. It was more of the forgetting the rules level of anomaly. So this is, I'll add it at the end as well. This is attempt number 7. I was able to do it, what I thought, in 3. Then I watched the footage, and then I did too much damage to a hound, thinking that Tomac was Crimson. And then I went, well, that kind of invalidates everything, because then it would change every little thing about this run, now wouldn't it? And then the next 4, 5, and 6, runs 4, 5, and 6 were just capital A abysmal. Anyway, back on track with what's going on screen right now. We're going to pull a double mirror piece, use one on the blusher. That's our first unique KO. That's 2 damage on the mirror total counter. And we're going to use the goggles to get the gem right away. So we can leave this hellhole, but we have a job to do. we have quite a few jobs to do. And I have a checklist. I had to make a checklist because another one of the runs, I just forgot which ones I did or did not defeat. And I decided, let's just make a checklist. And that helps a lot. And there are going to be moments where I'm not going to be doing anything, because I'm looking at that checklist and making sure it's updated. We also almost throw the sanity counter, but that's okay. We're going to grab Telepathic Hawkshaw here, and he's going to be our first companion, so we can go ahead and lock in Tomac later. Having Hawkshaw's ability to look at the top of the pull pile is nice. It's just awkward to physically do, because you can look at the top of the pull pile, which I do, so I know that I'm shuffling in a hound and some other entities. It's just picking it up and looking at it and then putting it on the bottom of your hand is weird. It's a little unwieldy. And then I fumble a card and it looks even worse. But that just comes with the fact that that's the first time I've used Telepathic Hawkshaw. And then I also just stumble with another card on the table, but now we don't have to worry about that anymore. We get Tomac here and he gets locked in. We're also going to engage the faceling here, and we're going to contemplate using the mirror piece for a second, but then decide, yes, it's a good idea to do so. This will be 2 more damage on the mirror piece, and the second knockout for the challenge that'll be unique. The deck list will be posted in the Discord as usual. Our remaining targets are a Dollface, a Smiler, a Tsuchigoma, a Lost Agent, the Archraven, and a Hound. So we still have 6 more targets left. One of them we need to feed, so we have to feed the bird first at some point, and then, unfortunately, kill it. So that provides an additional layer of challenge, since it must count towards one of the 8 entities you need in order to get max points. And boy howdy, I do like getting points. Anyway, engage the Hound, and we fortunately get the Boom Shrooms, and with Tomac's damage buff, we get a very nice, clean 1-hit KO. So now we can take the Hound off, and go ahead and count that as, I believe, our second unique weapon usage. We will get our 3. We most certainly will be getting our 3. That I have full confidence in. This is the first deck out in the run that I did that I thought was legitimate until I had the funny doggy incident. I think I decked out 4 times, 5 times, 4 times, just trying to find a mirror piece, because the Lost Agent is immune to liquid pain and mushrooms. And then I realized, oh no, I have to have a mirror piece for the Lost Agent. And that comes up again, rest assured. We contemplate here about getting the Death Shrooms or the Shock Shrooms. We get Shock. Having one turn where we don't take any deck and hand damage is nice. The 6 damage is always a plus for Tsuchigoma. We kind of need the Death Shrooms to deal with Tsuchigoma in one turn. But just the stun will be appreciated. There's a Lost Agent. We can't do anything with him now. We can give him some jelly, I guess. I wanted to say that for the bird. So we use the Shock Shrooms here. That's our 3rd unique weapon, and that is also going to be a unique knockout on the Dollface. That's our 4th one out of 8, so we're halfway there. After that, we uncover some more rooms, fill in some holes. We're fishing for a mirror piece because that agent is actually an indestructible god when it comes to this deck. Because I just didn't want to put in a tennis ball? In hindsight, and I really should have put a tennis ball in this deck. Thankfully, though, it doesn't matter. The heart of the cards will happen. I get both mirror pieces. I contemplate getting rid of the Master Goggles. I decide to keep them in case I have to use Dark Rooms, and I feed the bird, so that's the challenge for feeding the Arc Raven completed. But I had to contemplate getting rid of the Master Goggles. I thought, no, we'll hold on to them in case I need to use the Dark Halls for navigation, and I don't want to tank my sanity and tank my deck in hand. Void procs, we throw away the Liquid Pain. It's so useless against the Lost Agent, but we have a mirror piece, so we can engage, and using this mirror piece here not only knocks out the Not Lost Agent for our 5th unique KO, but because of Tomac's attack buff, that gets us to 8 total mirror damage. How about that? So we got that achievement as well, doing at least 8 damage with the mirror piece. And now at this point, we're looking for the Tsuchigoma, we're looking for the Smiler. Tsuchigoma would be optimal here, because we do have Death Shrooms, but because this is a cruel and twisted game, it gives us the Smiler, and so we're going to overkill this poor fool by 5 damage points. You can see this couple of turn segment here, futilely searching for perhaps another Liquid Pain, maybe some Boom Shrooms, not having to use the Death Shrooms on the Smiler. I don't need to, but I decide that I probably just should get him out of the way. And that will be the next unique knockout for the challenge on that one. And there goes deck out number 2. Gonna be so many more. Oh, ye of little faith. Tsuchigoma shows up. We only have Liquid Pain, which is 3 damage. I almost engage, and I think, well, okay, let me see if I can fish out something. Death Shrooms? Sure. That's just a one-hit kill. Or maybe just anything else. Even another Liquid Pain. That's fine. Instead, we get a dog, but we do get the Boom Shrooms. So we engage Tsuchigoma here, take our 2 damage, take our 6 sanity. We're going to hit it with mushrooms. It's 4 damage. And the Liquid Pain next turn will finish it off. We just need to avoid flipping entities. And I realized, well, we can just burn a movement point by trying to put over the Hound, and we can't. Saves us the unnecessary risk of getting locked out. And there goes Tsuchigoma. So now all we need to do is get rid of the bird. And if we can get rid of the bird, then we can go home. For now, this dog is just going to hang out on the board. We have no methods to get rid of him, and now we have the bird and the Smiler, or the Blusher, rather. So now I'm in an interesting position. I have to engage one or I lose. I must engage one, and then I think, well, the pull pile's pretty thin, so if I use the Raven, I have to deck out. Unfortunately, this is when the clown car turns on and it starts rolling down the hill. because I have to find 2 items. My deck in hand is massive. My pull pile is very thin. There's 1 item. In that moment, I thought, oh no. I don't know if I have 2 items left. But I do. I have boom shrooms. So now I'm like, okay, I'm decking out again. I haven't fulfilled the Arc Raven's criteria. If I didn't have 2 items, I was going to go in the Discord and say, what do I do in this weird scenario, fellas? Then I flip over Liquid Pain, and you're going to realize I'm just showing the deck and going, we're not doing this again. I tap on Liquid Pain, decking out again, and I tap my wrist, thinking we're going to be here for a long time. Thankfully, we aren't. We're going to be getting the Liquid Pain after this round, but I just fish the deck for it. And I know it's the only item left. We shuffle the pull pile, and then we take that Liquid Pain and we throw it at the bird. I am sorry, little one. But now all we need to do is escape. However, we need to escape with 20 sanity, which, when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, we need to sandbag a little, right around some hallways. We should engage an entity to clear out a space. We need to avoid getting walled out. Otherwise we lose, and we're this close to winning, and I have done this scenario too many times. I think I'm going insane. And there are the stairs. Now, in this moment, I move to the stairs and I realize the stairs give you 20 sanity. So you can't not escape without 20 sanity. Reading the card explains the card. That's the challenge. If that doesn't count, that's fine. I'll take that small penalty. I just want to get this out of here. But that'll be it for this challenge. Woof. What a tough one. After this one, probably going to be doing maybe a custom... Oops, going to throw my mouse on accident. Oops. Probably going to be doing a custom run or 2 with one of my challenge decks and scenarios. And yeah, more content to come. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.